Hi, I'm Cassandra Garrison, live for Reuters, coming to you from Dîner en Blanc in New York. This is an annual dining tradition that began in Paris nearly 30 years ago and has been a New York dining tradition since 2011. There are more than 5,000 people here tonight for Dîner en Blanc, all of them dressed in white from head to toe, as you can see. One of the very unique things about this event is that the location is kept a secret until right before it's set to begin. We're going to talk about all of that, explain more about how this works and who's involved. But first, I want to bring in Chef Todd English. He is a 4-time James Beard Award winner and also the man in charge of the menu for tonight for those guests who wanted to order it online and bring it with them. Hi, Chef. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me on. Thank you.
I know you're a very busy man tonight, so we'll cut to the chase. Tell us about the food. Tell us about the menu.
Okay. Well, we curated 4 menus, sort of, with some of the themes of this being an international event. The fact that it's, I did a New York menu, which is based with brisket and things that come from New York. I did a vegetarian menu, obviously, because that's very popular now. We did I grew up in the South, so I had to do a Southern menu with some so that we got that in. So the barbecue brisket and we did watermelon salad and peach cobbler and all sorts of things like that. And then we have this little VIP section upstairs for the press and some of the people. So I did Hunan chicken and dun noodles.
Yes, we saw that.
So sort of really exactly to sort of celebrate Chinatown and that sort of wonderful thing that happens in New York and a lot of cities where Dîner en Blanc is. And so, I really wanted to incorporate the international style, bring in things that are fun, and obviously it's a picnic, so it has to all be cold.
Right.
Or so that's what we did. We also have a charcuterie plate, so if you want to go a little bit lighter and just kind of, pick and have some wine and enjoy the night, and that's what we did.
Lots of selection. All sounds delicious. This isn't your first time being in charge of the menu for Dîner en Blanc. How long have you been involved?
This is my 3rd year, and I tell you, every year I look forward to it. I get excited about it, and the second I get here and see all the excitement happening, it really just is such, I'm a big believer, food and wine and celebration. I mean, it's why I do it. It's why I love what I do, because whenever you bring people together, there's always food and wine and a celebration that bring it all, to fruition and make it that wonderful thing.
And they are bringing a lot of people together tonight. 5,000 people here. Is Dîner en Blanc the largest event you've ever been in charge of a menu for?
Yes, I would say it is. Yes, it's definitely the biggest one and one of the most interesting ones for sure.
All right, Chef. Obviously, there is a very strict dress code tonight. Everyone has to be dressed in head to toe, including the chef, including the media. Tell us about your outfit. Is that you have to buy these white pants? I mean, it's obviously very convenient. Chef's coat's already white.
White coats, obviously, and then my white pants and these shoes were at my restaurant, so I was just wearing those today. So
it worked out very well. Okay.
White trim, I can get away with it, right?
Definitely, it works. All right, Chef Todd English, thanks so much for joining us. Really appreciate it. For those of you just joining us, I'm Cassandra Garrison with Reuters. We are live in New York at Dîner en Blanc. Sometimes these things happen on live TV. As you can see, the guests are arriving and they're getting ready. They bring their own chairs, they bring their own dishes and picnic baskets, and setting up is underway right now. Right now, I want to bring in Sandy Davis. She is one of the co-founders of Dîner en Blanc International. Hi, Sandy. Thanks for joining us.
Hi, nice to meet you.
How did you get involved with Dîner en Blanc?
Well, we co-founded after the New York event in 2011. And we've been going strong since. We've become 70 cities around the world in 4 years. So
that's incredible. 70 cities around the world do this all-white dinner once a year. For those of our viewers from around the world who aren't familiar with Dîner en Blanc, who have never gone, can you give us a bit of history of how it all started? It was started in Paris about 30 years ago.
Yeah, so it started in France about 30 years ago, and it was just meant to be a friendly gathering, and it happened the first time in Bois de Boulogne, and it was 300 people. And then about 28 years later, we did it in New York, in New York City. And from there, people started writing in from 4 corners of the world saying, we want to bring this experience to our city. So we set up a system where we would allow people and help them set up this in their city and put forth their food and their culture and their music and their fashion and everything local. So this tonight here is about New York.
And the waiting list for this dinner here in New York is 40,000 people, right? And only 5,000 people actually get invited.
Yeah, I mean, we'd love to accommodate everybody, but the spaces are quite tight and delicate, and there's only so many places where you can fit 5,000 diners and tables and chairs in Manhattan.
Let's talk about that. How do you choose the locations? I mean, it's a packed city. There's, as you mentioned, you don't have that many places to choose from.
Yeah. It's a difficult decision. We're super lucky tonight because we have this fantastic view, and every year we try to find something that's of course, representative of the city, representative of New York, easy to access, that speaks to people, that can have this many diners in one place. So there's a lot of, I guess, restrictions or reasons why we would choose a location, but that's just a couple.
Now, one of the things that makes Dîner en Blanc so special is the secrecy element, right? Guests aren't notified until how long before the dinner actually begins?
They just got notified when they arrived. They were basically told, you could, put your seat right here, and this is where we're having dinner tonight. So there is no heads up. They're guided by volunteers to a secret location. So the volunteer know where they're going to be coming, but that's it.
How do you keep your staff from letting the cat out of the bag? How important is secrecy among the staff of Dîner en Blanc?
So it's a tight-knit group of basically volunteers, and I think, well, if I told you, it wouldn't be really fair, would it? Hold on, let me think about this. Okay. It's a secret.
While you're thinking, how do you work with local officials? Do you have to coordinate with the NYPD, or do they not even know where it's happening?
So, like in France, it's been more like a pop-up. They really don't know what's going on, but it grew over 30 years, right? So they kind of turned a blind eye to it, and nobody really knows what's going on. And this event really is like the grandfather of pop-ups, isn't it? So it's got a great history. In other cities like New York, I don't think you can enter a public space with 5,000 people and parks not know about it. So we do have to talk to some people, but it's on a need-know basis, I think, and to try to maintain that secrecy element.
It's pretty incredible. I mean, 5,000 people. Did you expect it to take on this life of its own, or do you want it to? Was the goal to keep it small, or do you want to grow it even more?
No, the first time Emmerich and I were preparing for New York, and the word came out, and we were just seated in front of each other on like small little desks in a small office, and people suddenly started signing up to it, and there was like 10,000, 15,000 by the end of the day. We were like, what's going on? We weren't expecting such a response, but it's a very inclusive event. It's a very festive event, and I would say colorful, but it's not. It's in white, but it is, in a sense, a very diversified event.
Indeed it is. Now, we're here in the Battery Park area. You can see Statue of Liberty is not far behind us. What are some of the other locations where Dîner en Blanc has happened?
In New York?
Yes, in New York.
So last year we were at the pier at Hudson River Park Trust at the piers, and the previous year we were in Bryant Park, so it's really the center of New York. And I think, one place that I really hold close to my heart, because I grew up in the field, is the Lincoln Center. So it was really the artistic hub for me of New York City. So that was fantastic. Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much, Sandy Davis, co-founder of Dîner en Blanc International. Thanks so much for your time. We appreciate it. If you're just tuning in, we are live in New York at Dîner en Blanc. As you can see, the guests are arriving. They're getting set up behind us. Wow, they've brought everything. They've brought picnics baskets. They've brought their own chairs. They've even brought fresh flowers to put on the table. We're just going to go ahead and look around a bit, and while we're doing that, I'm going to explain a few things. While we're doing it, we'll tell you a little bit about the dinner. There are about 10,000 people who attend the Paris event. That one's been going on for the past 30 years, and the one in New York is 5,000 people. And that's been here in New York since 2011, but now it's in 70 cities across the world. As you may have heard us mention before, the wait list in New York is 40,000 people, and only 5,000 are here tonight at this dinner. The location remains a secret until guests arrive. They meet at designated points and then follow a group leader to the top secret location. And as you can see, everybody has to be dressed entirely from head to toe white, even their shoes, and they have to come with their own folding tables, chairs, fine china, silverware, tablecloths, and their own picnic dinner as well. In a few minutes, when the dinner begins, you'll see people. Hi, how are you? Let's see if we can talk to some people who are here tonight. Hi, we're Facebook Live with Reuters. I'm Cassandra Gerson. Could you tell us your name and where you're from?
Robert Key from New York.
So is this your first Dîner en Blanc?
It is.
How did you find out that you were going to be attending tonight?
I won the lottery a few years ago, and I have never been able to go. Every time I've won, I've had to travel abroad. So I've gotten rid of the tickets to my friends. So my friends have been lucky for the last 3 years. So this is the first year I've actually been in town and able to go. So every year when I get the email telling me, now's the time to get your tickets, I jump all over it.
That's exciting. Tell us about your outfit.
Well, this is my first and only time you'll ever see me in white. I don't wear white. Got the shoes fresh off the, what is it called? Consignment store for $6.
Wow, that's a good deal. It's hard to find white shoes.
Oh, yeah, some shoe polish makes it work. And just something a little different.
Yeah, tell us about the hat.
It's Party City Special, 99 cents. You too can have one. And they come in multiple colors, same size though. Got to have a big head to wear them. But there you go.
Fantastic. Is this your table? Can we have a look? Can you tell us a little bit about what you brought here tonight?
Sure. So this is my lovely date, Stephanie. Have a corsage for her when she dressed.
Oh, how nice.
Table, chairs. We have iced tea, green tea. We have some hot tea for later. Our appetizers. So we just went to a restaurant in Staten Island, and seafood restaurant. So we got some salad and ravioli and pastas and things like that.
Nice. So at the end of the night, you'll pack all this up and bring it with you?
Yes, most of the stuff we'll recycle. The table, the chairs, we'll take with us. The cutlery and the paper plates, we'll recycle those. And juice bottles, everything will be recycled.
Lovely. So it's your first time attending Dîner en Blanc. What are your impressions so far?
I think it's awesome. I think it's nice when you actually have a community come together, gets to see each other, interact with each other, meet strangers, meet friends. And I think it's just nice to be out. It's a beautiful night in the city, too. End of the summer, so it's, a nice way to come into the fall. Just to be communal. Really pretty.
All right. Thank you so much for joining us. Enjoy your dinner. Thank you. All right. Let's see if we can walk around and speak to a few more people who are here to attend Dîner en Blanc. As you can see, oh wow, we've got a woman here with some angel wings. As you can see, there's all kinds of costumes. Hi, ma'am. Hi. We're Facebook Live with. Oh, she's a little bit camera shy. She may have wings, but she's still a little bit camera shy. Let's see if we can find some other people. There's all kinds of costumes here. You see people wearing hats and wigs, and people really go all out. Oh wow. Hi, ma'am. Hi. We are Facebook Live with Reuters. I'm Cassandra Garrison. We're going around speaking to people who are attending tonight. Could you tell us your name and where you're from?
Yeah, my name is Brooke Barrett. I'm from Jersey City.
Now, I just have to get straight to the point. That is a fantastic hat. Tell us about this.
So much. There's this woman named Dora Mara. She has an Etsy page, and I always buy pieces from her. And so this year I decided to go big.
So you've been here before?
Yes, this is my third time.
What do you think of it? Why do you keep coming back?
I love it. It's just a magical evening. There's nothing like this. New York City, summertime, beautiful weather, beautiful people. It's fantastic.
So what are you eating tonight? Can you take a look at your table?
Sure, you can take a look at my table. I don't have any food on it yet, but I am eating pesto pasta because it's easy. You can eat it cold, you can eat it warm. We usually do a French-themed dessert. And, of course, champagne and wine because that's the most important thing.
Right. And actually, those are the only two drinks that you're allowed to bring. Isn't that right?
Yes, that's correct. You can't bring any outside alcohol or liquor.
Have you already met some of the people you'll be sitting by tonight?
I have. These are actually friends of mine.
Oh, lovely. So you all got invited.
Yes, we did. We really lucked out. We're very fortunate.
What's your favorite thing about Dîner en Blanc?
I think the camaraderie that it brings, everyone getting together, gathering all around NYC in white. It's a cool experience, not like one that you get to have very often.
Well, thank you so much for sharing with us and enjoy your dinner. All right, let's see if we can go a little bit further into the crowd. Wow, you can really start to see there's actually going to be 5,000 people here tonight, all of them dressed in white. It's quite a sight to behold. So beyond this area of the park, there's more down there to the other side, and people are still setting up their tables. Everyone has to bring their own tables and their own chairs and their own dishes and food, and then they get assigned a certain section to set up. So let's see if we can move around a little bit more, talk to some other people who are here, and while we are moving around, we'll tell you a little bit more about Dîner en Blanc. Again, this has been a tradition in Paris for 30 years, and now it's in 70 cities. And there are more than 100,000 people who participate in the various Dîner en Blancs around the world. Tonight, there was a special menu available for guests who wanted to order it online and bring it in advance. That was curated by Todd English, the chef we heard from earlier. He is a 4-time James Beard Award winner. He's an author, a restaurateur. And as you can see, people, I think, are getting ready to start. Let's listen in. Oh, no, they actually have to move the tables, I think, to make more room. Let's see if we can walk through the tables, get a little bit of a glimpse at what people are eating. Wow, this looks delicious. Hi, sir. Hi. We're live with Reuters, and we're going around speaking to people who are at Dîner en Blanc tonight, and I just noticed your delicious spread. Can you tell us about what you're eating tonight?
Well, my friend Jerry prepared salmon gravlax on crouton with creme fraiche.
This is a dill sauce.
It looks fantastic. Did you make this?
Yeah, it's home cured gravlax.
Very fancy. So is this your first time at Dîner en Blanc?
It is.
What do you think of it so far?
Well, it's a little confusing at first, but right now I'm pretty impressed.
He needs a glass of wine.
Oh, well, yeah.
Wine right now.
Oh, I see. Very nice.
If you come back in 20 minutes, we'll have some vichyssoise pour vous, mademoiselle.
Oh, merci beaucoup. That is very nice. Could you tell us about your outfit? I imagine it's not easy for men to find white pants and white shoes, but you've done it.
I did. And thank you for saying that. My first shoes didn't fit, so luckily I had a spare pair.
Where did you find them?
My shorts are Calvin Klein. My shirt is Dockers. And I don't know who made my shoes.
Well, it all goes together very nicely. Thanks for speaking to us. Enjoy your dinner. All right. As you can see, people having a great time here at Dîner en Blanc. I think we'll probably leave it here for now. Again, I'm Cassandra Gerson for Reuters. Thanks so much for joining us.